I'm thinking about the aids you talked about. Perhaps now that we in a fresh year, let's look more into all of the activities, how they work. And you also have an insight into how some of those things are. Is it difficult when you talked about eyeball to eyeball, for an aide to engage the president or governor in an argument that is for the betterment of the country? Or is it sheer hypocrisy that anything he says or she said, in as much as you know it is wrong, you just go, Your Excellency, you're correct?
You see, the problem delves down again. There are no institutions of governance available. For instance, a governor who knows that he has his assembly members in his pocket. Because the assembly, if it's an institution, if allowed under the constitution to perform its duties, a governor will think twice before doing anything that may not be approved by the House. But because the system in Nigeria is that every governor has the speaker or majority under his pocket, there is no democracy. So eyeball to eyeball will not be able to, because of the enormous powers the governors and Mr. President has under the Constitution. I have mentioned it here before. Under Section 5 of the Constitution of Nigeria, all executive powers are vested in Mr. President. All. It is only those powers that he does not want to exercise himself, or by virtue of the Constitution, like the Attorney General that is established by the Constitution, or maybe the Minister for Petroleum, because under the Petroleum Act, there are certain functions that can only be exercised by the minister. Mr. President may decide not to appoint ministers under the Constitution, and nobody can query him, except those two portfolios I told you. He can decide that, look, I will manage my executive.